Hi and welcome to this brief tutorial. In this particular tutorial I'm going to be going through attaching a snap fastener. Okay, so this is a snap fastener. I use these for dolls' clothes, and basically what you're going to do here is, if you can imagine that this is, say, the front of a doll's pajama top, right? So it laps over like this. Okay, so you've got the lap. So this is the neck is up here and the base of it's here, and what you want to do is you want this to join together, but I'm not going to put a button here and I'm not going to stitch it closed. I actually want to be able to take it on and off. So in order to do that, what you decide on is which side you want it to overlap. Do you want it to overlap this side, or do you want it to overlap that way? For this particular one, I'm going to overlap it this way. And then you look at your snap fastener. You've got one that has actually a point that comes out of it, and then there's one where it actually goes in. Now the one that's the point that comes out, what you want to do is you want to put that as the base. So that one will actually go there, and this particular one will go this side. So as you'll see, they'll join together, so I'm going to pop that down there. Now on this one, I'm going to sew this one in place quickly. And for this, I'm going to be using black embroidery thread. Generally, I would use a thread that matched the fabric that I was sewing the snap fastener onto. But for this, I'm going to use the black, so as you can see. Right, so positioning it where I want it to go. Now, one other key thing to do here is when you're positioning them and you've got it lined up, if you actually mark it with maybe a tailor chalk pencil, or maybe a pencil, just so as that you can actually make sure that they're lined up with each other as you're going on the left and on the right hand side. So for this side, which would be the one that is actually going to be when it's folded over, it's going to be the under flap. Right, you start like this. We're going to needle in the back. We go through the back of the actual snap fastener, coming at the hole. You'll see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, and then I'll work back in to the hole right next to it. Okay, coming around and popping through this one, and then working back into the hole next to it. Okay, and then I literally will repeat that around again, back in. Could almost be like sewing on a button. You're just working in and out of the hole. So say you continue that for maybe another 1 or 2 stitches, and then turn it over, and this will actually be the inside of the actual top. Inside the top. So you do a couple of stitches back on top of each other, and then you'd snip off this. But this part wouldn't be seen because this will actually be against the inside of the garment that's for the softie or the doll. Right, now the next thing that you need to do then is we need to attach this one. But because this one is actually going to be attached and seen on the outside, we don't want to have that stitching on the outside of the actual garment. So how we work this stitch is we make sure we have it in the right position. Again, place a knot. Okay, placing a knot in it. And once we know exactly where the position is, we grab a tiny piece of the fabric. Now, if you have 2 sides to your fabric, you can only grab on one. If it's just one, you only want to work a tiny bit through. Pick up a tiny piece of fabric. Make sure that that's embedded in place. Okay, and as you can see, it's not coming through. Now you pop down, and to snip off that extra piece of thread that we don't need. Okay, so you pop this down here like so, and instead of working in and out, what you're doing is you're picking up a tiny piece of fabric, and you're going through the snap fastener, one of the first hole. Again, moving on to the second hole, you pick up a tiny piece of fabric, moving on to the second one. And you repeat this again, picking up a tiny piece of fabric, moving on to the third hole. Okay, and then again, picking up a tiny piece of the fabric, moving on to the fourth hole. Okay, so that basically, as you can see, that is actually attaching the snap fastener without there being stitching on the outside of the garment. Now you would continue that around 2 or 3 times, again working in the same color thread as your fabric so it makes it less visible. Okay, for the moment I'm going to stop this here now. You'd finish it off. Now you would go around maybe another once or twice, but I'm just going to finish that right now. And as you can see, if I then snap one into the other, that attaches the front of the garment, be it a blouse, be it a dress, be it a coat. It allows it to sit together, and then they can be separated like so. Okay. So that's attaching a snap fastener.